let me go to Lisa out of New York. Let's see here. Lisa, you are
Hi,
on the
Jesse.
air.
Hi.
Hey, Lisa, happy White History Month.
Happy White History Month.
Oh, amazing. You love white people?
I'm dating one.
You love white people?
Yes.
You really love white people. You're dating them. Are you black?
Yes.
What? Nah. Nah. Go ahead.
Hi. I had a question. So we've been dating for almost 2 years, and I he's been trying to get into the the police academy, but it hasn't been working out. Like he's been applying, studying, and they just won't pick him. He's done that twice now, and that's his dream, just to be a police officer. So he's going to try out for
Speak up a little
the
bit.
city. He's going to try out for the city as well. But while he's waiting, he has a full-time job, but making like $20 an hour, which I think he could make more. Like I'm hustling, I'm like doing part-time jobs, I'm studying for my ultrasound job. So I'm going to most likely be the breadwinner if we continue the relationship, and I just want him to get a better job while he's waiting for the police exam. But he's making excuses, and we live both at our parents' house still.
He
So
live
we're
at
like,
his parents' house, and you live at your parents' house, right?
yes.
And
So I'm trying
how
to
old are you
get out.
guys?
I'm 26 and he's 27,
Okay, go ahead.
and I picked him because he was a God-fearing man. He told me that. I introduced him to you. He didn't really, I guess, want to keep watching you. I try to remind him to pray. I'm praying night and morning, and I'm really trying to work on myself. And I've been telling him for months to please try to get a higher paying job and try to make getting a higher paying job a priority so he can get out of our parents' houses. And he claims he wants to have kids and get married, but I'm not seeing the action. But he claims he was depressed for not passing his well, he did pass, but they didn't pick him for his the police academy. So he's also blaming his ADHD
This
on it
what?
as well. His ADHD, and
Oh.
I know your thoughts about ADHD, so I, yeah, so they're like, I
Are
can't
you a
focus.
first time
And
caller, Lisa?
no, we spoke about this before.
Okay, and so he complained about ADHD. Go ahead.
Yes. So, and then I sent him a job on Indeed, and he's like, I got to get my mom to look at it. And that scares me because he's a mama's, like, I was hoping he'd get out of the being a mama's boy if we move out of the house because he can't see how, like, controlling she is yet. And I haven't spoken to any. Like, I told him to forgive his parents. He doesn't think it's necessary. And then I'm telling him to do the silent prayer. He won't do it, really. Um, I'm not sure if I should do anything, or I don't know if I should. Okay, so last night, he told me he was going to volunteer for Little League, and that really made me upset, Jesse. So I didn't say anything. I didn't want to let my emotions take over. So I really prayed on it. Like I pray every time I pray about our relationship because I see this man as my potential husband. Um, so it's just a little frustrating that I have to keep repeating myself for months that we need to get out of our parents' houses.
And,
Um,
and so when you
yeah.
prayed on it last night, what did you pray?
I pray that God shine light through me. Please show me that you want me to be with this man because I don't know. I was going to ask you if you believe in soulmates.
Who?
Soulmate, like your soulmate.
Oh, okay. How old are you again?
I'm 26.
And he is what?
27.
And he's white.
Yeah.
And you're black.
Yeah.
What the? Um. And your question for me is what?
I don't know if I should. Uh, I guess, break up with him or just be patient and just do, like, because I don't think he understands that I'm frustrated that he's not putting as much work into our future as I am. And I've told him this before. And I just want to say it in the right way without seeming like I don't want to be his mom. You know, I don't want to keep telling him that we need to think about our future
What
while he's
is
still
it?
doing
What? So your question
extracurricular.
for me is what?
Based on what you're hearing, I have no, like, what should I do? Should I, like, leave the relationship?
What is it?
Tell him, like,
Why are you with this guy? What made you think? Why are you with him?
I wanted to eventually have a family
And
and be
why?
married.
Why?
That's what I wanted.
Why?
um, I guess you see it on life. It's life, you know, to be in love and to have somebody.
Repeat that.
And you see it all around you that you want, like, in life, like, you want to eventually have kids and get married.
You see what all around you?
Like, relationships and in love, people
And
being in love.
and you see that, and that's why you want that.
Pretty much, yeah.
And why do you think what you see is real? Why do you think these people are in love?
Um, because they have, I see the successful relationships. They're like Christians. They love each other and they have a family, and they're doing well.
But you have
And
never
that,
seen a successful relationship, nor have you seen a relationship where the man and woman love with one another.
I think I've seen, like, maybe at least one. I see one.
No, you haven't seen any. And
I
why do you want what they have? Let's say you see one. You have it, but let's pretend. Why do you want what they have?
um, it seems like what you should do in life is to be with someone else and have babies.
So we know.
It seems like that's what you're supposed to do, is to find, like, a God-fearing Christian and have a family.
What's a God fearing Christian?
Oh, like someone who actually prays and believes in God, and
And so
I
this
believe your relationship is blessed.
this guy
You know.
you with now, you think he a God fearing guy?
No, I'm not so sure.
I'm sorry. Did you
Like,
originally
now
you
I'm
thought
not
so?
so sure.
Originally
I'm
you
sorry.
thought so?
Yes.
And why did you think that in the beginning?
I asked him if he went to church and then if he prayed, and he's like, yeah.
And now, how long you been dating?
Almost 2 years.
And now that you see him as he is, you still believe what he said?
I'm not so sure.
I'm sorry?
Repeat the question, please.
Now that 2 years later, you thought he was a God fearing guy going to church and pray, right?
Yes.
And now that you've seen him for 2 years, dated, what do you see now for yourself?
Um, I guess a beta male.
And so, why can't you accept what you see? Do you still want a beta male?
No.
So, why can't you drop it and move on?
He asked me to be patient with him. Give
And
him some
why don't
time.
you drop it and move on?
Um, dating really sucks.
So, what now?
Dating is awful in this generation.
And what do you mean by that?
Um, well, one, I guess dating, it's just like, it's really bad. It's like the guys don't want to wait for marriage. and he's been really good to me. He's been kind.
And how has he been good to you?
Like he opens my door. He makes sure I'm home. He is very includes me in his family events. He shows me that he loves me.
If he loved you, why would you have to mama him?
Because he's so used to being babied.
And so where's the love in that? Because if you
Sure.
got to mama him now, what makes you think you won't mama him once you get with him? Marry him.
I wasn't. I was hoping that he would get that once he moves out, he get mature.
Speak up a little bit. You say what now?
I was hoping once he moves out and gets away from his mom, that he can stand on his own 2 feet.
But if he does, you're going to become his mama. He go from one mama to another one. You already concerned about the baby. You already see this baby can't take care of you. This baby needs so much help. You're just going to become mama. You're already mama. Do you see that? You telling the mama, oh, you need to get another job. You need to do this. You need to do that. You don't see you already mama?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yes.
And why do you think that would change if you marry him?
I would try to get as far away from his mom as possible so he can become the man.
But you are his mama, so you're not getting far away. You are the mama.
Damn.
You said damn?
Yeah.
Damn, George. And so, damn what?
I feel like you're telling me I should break up with him.
Here's what I'm telling you, is that it's natural for women to want to get married, have a family, but you got it out of order. You want it too badly. You want it too much. You want it too much. And so you're about to make a horrible choice because you want it more than you want what's right. And because you want that more than you want what's right, the devil is deceiving you. He's telling you, oh, it'll work out. He'll get better. Take him far away from his mother, and things will get better. You listen to all thoughts, and all thoughts are all lies all the time. The only way, first of all, you should not be wanting a man so bad or a family that you would do anything for it. You should only want the truth first and foremost over everything else and want for nothing else. You have no business. You should not be thinking about a man, period. You should only be thinking about the truth. And then the truth would take care of you and add unto you what you should have, and it'll be amazing. But you're not thinking about the truth. You're thinking about the man, and that man become your God, and he will destroy you. Because you're thinking about him and not the truth. You're not putting truth first. And the only reason you want a family is because you don't have love. Love is missing in you, and you think, being deceived by your thoughts, you think having a family, you think having this man is going to make it right, and all you're doing, listen to bad advice in your imagination from other people, and you're going to end up in misery just like everybody else you know that are married and dating. There's not one person married and dating and they have perfect peace. But you're looking on the outside and you're looking at in an illusion. It's not real. Those people have not put first the kingdom, and they have decided in the darkness of imagination this is what they want, because they've been taught that too from their parents and the world. Oh, you should get education. You should get married. You should have children. You should have a house. and they're leading a life that would never work. You would never find peace.
Hmm.
I recommend you drop this guy. Have you forgiven your mother?
Yes.
And
Forgiving my mother and my father.
I recommend you drop him, do the silent prayer, put seeking the kingdom of God first. Because the truth, as I told the other caller, the truth is not going to compromise for you. You're going to have to give up something. And that is this false life, this illusion that you have about life. You got to let it go in order to have perfect peace. You're getting into trouble. You're trying to make this guy be what you think you want him to be. He's never going to be that.
Right.
Can you hold for 1 minute?
Yes.
Let me take a break. Let me go quickly back to Lisa out of New York. Lisa? Lisa?
Yes. Hello.
What is wrong? What's missing inside of you that you so desperately want this man?
I guess he also, when you're in a relationship, you make each other feel good occasionally, and they cater to your ego, basically.
Absolutely. And that's not love, Lisa. He opened the car door for me. He does this. He made me feel good. He's stroking your ego. And I promise you, if you marry this guy in this condition, you got two devils getting together and God is not in it, and you're just going to fight. That's all it's going to be. It's going to turn into misery. And then you're going to have kids in hell, and the kids going to suffer. I will highly do what you want. I will highly recommend you overcome wanting anything from anyone. And you do that by putting the truth first. There are spiritual laws, principles that will not change because your ego wants it to. Put seeking what's right first. Do the silent prayer, be present, go to work, you go to school, do that if you want. But watch the not you. You're not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, you're not these false needs you have, you're not your body. And then let the truth decide what it wants you to have. And it will be perfect. But you got to trust the truth by doubting the thoughts and trying to think. You don't know what you want.
Right.
You have been set up to get married, have children, do this, and this is what happiness is. That's not happiness at all. There's not one person on earth that has perfect peace unless he or she or both have overcome their misery. And you're not going to find that anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking on the outside at what look like these people are happy. Inwardly and behind closed doors, they're miserable. They hate one another. The kids are suffering. But when you see them walking up and down the road holding hands, the devil tell you, oh, look at that beautiful picture. And don't you want that? And you're like, yeah, I do. And you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it. You're agreeing with hell.
How do you love yourself, or is there a self to love?
There is no self that you can love, and you don't have love not only to love yourself, but no one else. But
Right.
when the fake you disappear, and it will, Christ said you don't have to be you any longer, right? So when this fake you disappear, the real you will appear, and there will be nothing but real love.
That would be nice.
But you got to overcome the false self. You must die ego death if you want life. And right now you're traveling down the wrong road for life. You're traveling down a road of death. Don't be thinking about a man. You should not be thinking about a man. Your mind should only be on the truth. And the truth will take care of you.
And the truth is just praying morning and night.
Doing the silent prayer, being aware of the fake self. Don't call it you again. Go to work, do your practical stuff, take care of you. You should not be thinking about love. You should not be thinking about a man. You should not be thinking about anything but truth. Truth means to work on you to overcome the ego self. Because this guy is just stroking your ego. He doesn't love you and you don't love him. And you're talking about, oh, I'm going to get him away from his mama. You're saying I'm going to get away from his mother while you're becoming mother to him. You already
Mhm.
worry about him. He won't get a job. He won't get the right job. He won't do this. You're already mama. Why can't you see that?
I guess I was ignoring it. I guess.
Because
I guess
your
I thought.
ego want what it want, and it making
Mhm.
you think you believe in the lie that oh it'll get better. I can fix him if we move away, far away from his mama. He'll get better. You listen to lies in the imagination. You don't see the setup. You're a mama. You're doing exactly what his mother's doing to him.
Mhm.
You should be wanting him so badly that you got to do all this and worry and get upset, and you got to pray to God about it. Have you noticed God did not answer your prayer about this guy?
Yeah.
Because you prayed to the devil. You were not praying to God. You're not supposed to be praying to God for a man.
Mm. Hello.
I'm listening.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
I would suggest do what you want. You wish him well, and you go and work on you. Stop thinking about a man. Stop thinking about dating. Just work on overcoming this ego self, this false emotion. You're not your emotions at all. Emotions are evil. They're not from God. They come from hell. But the world have taught you that emotions are good. You need emotions. They're lying to you. You got to overcome emotional. You want to be logical.
Right.
So you got to work on you. You're going down the wrong path.
Thank you.
You got to let him go. I mean, you don't have to. You can live in your hell. You see that all you're going to catch is more hell. You try to make a man be what you want him to be. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Um. I. He wants to be better. Like he wants. He's at. Like he wants motivation,
Eh,
and I understand that's mama. And um. He asked me to be patient because he's very confident that he will eventually get in.
the-
Uh.
So you think you're right for you to be mama to try to fix the man?
No.
Oh, this how old is he again?
27.
And you're 20 what?
6.
This man, 27 years old, living at home with mama. That doesn't ring a bell? That doesn't make your little red lights go off?
Well, it's like normal now because no one can afford. Like people can't afford to live in New York by themselves.
That's not
Really.
true. If he was a determined person, meaning if he was an independent thinker, he would get 2 jobs, 3 jobs. He could afford to get an apartment. He'll move
Right.
out of New York. He could afford to do it. He don't wasn't do it, Lisa.
Mhm.
And you got to stop making going along with his excuses.
Right.
Wish him well. Don't be mad at him, but you move on.
Mhm.
That's going to be hard to do, huh?
Yeah.
And why?
um, because I like him as a person too. Like he's my best friend, and I get my ego doesn't really want to. In real life, my ego doesn't want to get let go.
I'm sorry.
Um,
You said
and if we're really talking, my ego doesn't want to let him go.
right.
I feel like it's going to be very hard to find. Like he checked off like a lot of the boxes, so
Well, don't have
it's
a box to check off. Don't be looking for it. And if it meant the truth love you, and the truth will take care of you. And if the truth want you to have a husband, the truth will give you a husband. And it'll be perfect. You won't have to look for him. You wouldn't have to make it work. It will work because it comes from truth. It will work without your effort. You're not supposed to make a relationship work. You're not supposed to put any effort at all to try to make any kind of relationship work. If you try to make it work, it's out of hell and it's not meant to be. And all you're going to get from it is hell. It's never going to work.
Right.
And you don't believe that, huh?
I do.
So let it go. And let that pain you're going to feel about letting it go, that's not you in the pain. That's the ego pain. That's the hell that you must bring unto Christ, and he would dissolve the hell, the misery. That's not you that's going to be lonely, going to be afraid, and going to tell you made a big mistake. That's not you. It's the evil in you pretending to be you.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Any other question or comment?
No, thank you. Thank you for your time.
What are you going to do?
I gotta, I guess, pick a day because we have plans.
Yeah,
we were gonna fly to go see his family and stuff, so it's gotta be before then.
when are you taking this trip? You plan to take this trip?
September, but we were already gonna go up to see my mom this week, so yeah.
So you live with your mother now?
No, father.
Oh, you live with your father,
Mhm.
and he lived with his mother.
Mhm.
And so, what I recommend, cancel the trip. When you hang up the phone, call him up and say you're done.
Oh. Okay.
What?
I hear you.
And
Got it?
got what?
Yes.
Yes, what?
I'm gonna break it off.
What you gotta do? What you gotta do when he come for you, bad girl? Lisa, I promise you, without a doubt, if you seek first the kingdom of God and don't have your mind on a man, don't have your mind on
Mhm.
dating, don't have your mind on anything but truth, go to work. If you want to finish your school, finish school. I promise you, your life would be perfect. But I promise you, if you go this route, thinking that this man gonna be it, and you're looking for love and you're looking for children, you're gonna suffer. It's never gonna work. I'm telling you the truth. It's not gonna work because it's all ego. It's not even you, and it's not gonna work. If you and this guy should get together, two devils are getting together, and you're gonna have a war. You're never gonna have peace.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
And why do you cry right now?
Because I thought originally I found the one, the one that I thought I wanted, but you just really gave me the reality, and I didn't want. I guess I wanted to hear it, but I didn't want to hear it.
I understand.
You know.
You don't. You're not supposed to be wanting for a man. You're only
Mhm.
supposed to be wanting the truth. Every human being, if they want to be free, they should only want truth. Seek first the kingdom, and the kingdom, which is the nature of God, which is perfect love, will take care of you. It will put to you. God is really good at romance. He has this app, and he's perfect. He's perfect with romance, and if he wants you to have someone, he will add it to you. And when you seek him first, the truth first, then you're going to also have access to the app. You have access to God's app. His dating
Sounds
app is amazing.
good.
But right now, you only have access to evil app relationship, and it is guiding you down the wrong path. You're not going to be happy with this guy or any guy that you seek.
Mhm.
And there's no
Got
such
it.
thing as a God fearing man or a God fearing woman. Those are just words.
Oh, okay.
I wish you well, Lisa.
Thank you, Jesse. I wish you well. Thank you so much.
Will you let me know how it goes?
Yes.
So you're going to call him today and call everything off?
Yes.
You are?
Mhm.
Let me know how it goes.
Will do.
And
Thank
you're
you,
going to
Jesse.
shake in your boot, but shake in the boots so you can be free. You will become free. Now, that's my suggestion for you. I recommend that you seek first the kingdom. This is not the relationship for you, but it's up to you to do what you see, what you want to do. It's up to you. All right.
Yes.
I wish you well.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Let me go to Lola out of Virginia. Her name was Lola. Lola Falana.
Good
Lola,
morning, Jesse.
you are on the air.
Good morning, Jesse.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
All is well.
Good morning. I wanted to talk about the people are not ready for the hell that will come with your message. And I don't think people are ready, but I'm ready.
When you said the
So,
hell that would come with the message, what do you mean?
so when you're in the light or seeking the light, everything that you want to operate from is the truth.
Right.
And because of that, your family is going to leave you. Your friends will dump you. People will misunderstand you. When you're trying to explain a thing, they will tell you you're angry when you're not. And there's no convincing anyone what they're not trying to seek for. So I've lost everything, but I want more. But I know that most people are not ready for that at all. My husband and we did counseling through you, and during our counseling, you mentioned how we were talking about putting my daughter in college, and you mentioned that, you think college is a scam. My husband my ex-husband took complete offense to that. He came back and said he wanted to reconcile, and he moved in with me for like a week or so. And apparently I was listening to your show the whole time, and I was just observing him, and all hell broke loose out of him. He said that you have no authority to say anything about anyone's marriage because you're not married. He said that I'm in a cult, that you're running a cult, and it's just been a mess. My daughter has chosen to move in with him. He's also said that I need to be committed because I haven't cried, even though my dad died 6 months ago. And it's hell. And I don't think a lot of people understand what you mean by the hell that comes with it.
And how do you feel
But
about all that?
I feel nothing.
Oh, right on.
I feel nothing about it. I just keep watching. I just take one day at a time. I've gone through it within, I think, a year or so. My dad died. My mom, I'm not speaking to her either. My siblings think I'm crazy as well, and they don't understand.
Let me take a quick break. Hold on, okay?
Sure.
All right, let me take a break. Let me go to Lola. So Lola is losing everything. Her husband, according to Lola, her daughter, and everything. And Lola, are you overcoming thoughts and emotions?
I am, especially now with everything. They flood in. I can't control it, but I've come to understand why we need to do the silent prayer every morning. It's not that we are trying to avoid those thoughts. We're just trying to know when those thoughts come in, because a lot of us operate, a thought comes in and we just act on it.
Yes.
But we don't practice seeing it, knowing when they come in, and just letting it go. So the silent prayer is just, it's everything.
Yeah.
Jesse, you have ruined my life.
Amazing.
Amazing. You've ruined my life, but I wouldn't change it for anything. Thank you for that, Jesse.
Well, God said that if you want to be free, if you want a real life, you have to die from this false life that you have, the ego life. You're not your thoughts. Your ways are not my ways. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. You're not your body. You're not the emotion. God is a dispassionate God. He's not into emotion. And so if you want life, you got to give up the ego life. And most people are unwilling to do that. Going through this hell because people are so identified with the thoughts and body, emotion, it's hard for them because they're so attached to evil. It's hard for most people to let it go.
Absolutely. It's amazing. I've gotten this influx of, your dad, the day your dad died, you didn't cry. You haven't cried. And I was like, why would I cry? And now, I'm hearing talks about them committing me because I'm not crying and I'm just doing okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. I also want to mention, for every woman seeking the truth, you must at least once a year go for the women's conference on Thursdays. They are the best. The things that these women talk about, I just wish they could be aired, and a lot of women will identify with a lot of the things that these women, it's a small group, but the things that you guys talk about are so deep and so helpful. So any woman who's on here,
We have the Women's Forum coming up this Thursday, ladies. At first Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. Pacific Time for ladies only. And then the third Thursday for the ladies only. Third Thursday of the month is coming up this Thursday. And then the first Thursday for men only. Those meetings are like amazing.
They are. It's crazy. Yeah. I've been to 2 of those, and if only I could share, but I can't. But
no, you can't.
Every woman must. Every woman at some point in her lifetime needs to go to one of those, and it's just amazing.
Those meetings are like Vegas. What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
It stays there. It stays there. It's some deep stuff, some life-changing stuff in there.
It is.
So thank you, Jesse, for everything. And then I also wanted to mention, when you fainted like a beta, there is a guy in the congregation that used a chair to cover you, and whoever that guy is, he is alpha. That just showed how those guys were willing to protect you.
Right on.
So,
thank you.
Yeah. Stop dating, Jesse.
And you stay with it, stay with it, all right? And I will.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jesse.
All right. Take care.
Okay,
now.
thanks.
Bye.
Okay.
Amazing. Here's a perfect example of evil. And this person, whether they realize it or not, is no different than every other human being on the planet and being controlled by evil. Evil tell you that you need to get married. Evil tell you that you need to have a family. You need love. And you believe evil. Evil tell you that you're lonely. Evil can tell you to kill your own self or your family, as this young girl has been accused of, according to the report. Fox News. A teenage girl in Georgia is accused of murdering her mother and stepfather after she allegedly spent months raising awareness about their death on TikTok. Watch this from Fox News.
That is the big shocker. The teen daughter is now in custody, charged with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault. She is here at the county jail being held without bond. In the Taj community just outside of Carrollton, they said this type of violence never happens here. But then it did. And detectives now say it wasn't a stranger, but the female victim's 17-year-old daughter, Sarah Grace Patrick, now accused of shooting her mother, Christian Brock, and stepfather, James Brock.
We don't know what goes through the mind of a child who wants to harm their parents.
In fact, investigators confirm Patrick is the one who called 911 after her little sister, only 5 years old at the time, found their parent shot to death back on February 20th. Nearly 5 months later, deputies tell reporters a trail of evidence led the case to the 17-year-old.
She's 17. She's kind of been out on her own. She's lived with different family members and kind of moved all over the place.
This woman, Jody, did not want her face shown, is a neighbor and friend of the family, including the suspect.
I hugged her and I told her that I was so sorry.
She feels betrayed.
I kept watching the funeral over and over when she was up there talking. I said, there's something about her. To me, she was fake crying.
Amazing, huh? So what do you think, if this story is true, so allegedly, what do you think would convince her to kill her parents, stepfather and mother? Anger, evil, the imagination. The imagination disguising itself as being true reality. Every human being does that. Everyone. In every decision you make, everything you do, you're being deceived by thoughts, by the imagination, pretending to be you or God. This same spirit, this is true. So the anger that you have is evil. And you've been told by other evil people, angry, that anger is good. You need a little anger. You need anger to protect yourself, to fight back. They're lying to you. That is so amazing to me, I don't even know what to say. You are serving evil and calling it good. Anger. That's what drove, if this girl did this, according to the report she did, it drove her anger. Her biological father turned her in. And a neighbor said the teenage girl didn't want to live with her mother and stepfather. Watch this.
You should know her biological father turned her in Tuesday morning.
Our team has pursued every lead, sifted through mountains of physical and digital evidence.
There's no official word of motive, problems in the home, or prior calls to the home on the teen suspect. But Jody claims the mother shared what was going on inside this home.
All she said was Sarah Grace was bucking her because she didn't want to be there. She wanted to live with her daddy.
Every human being on this side of heaven are yearning for the father. Not a stepfather, not a stepmother, but for their natural father. Not a father, not a stepfather, but a natural father. Every son, every daughter is yearning for the father. And Satan and his little demon have convinced the world it's for the mother, and it's not. Yes, kids prefer their natural mother and natural father, but if there's a choice, it's always the father, unless they've been turned against their father. So this girl was on TikTok. So, I don't know what James is telling me here, but oh, he just threw me off. Every boy and girl want their natural father. They don't want a stepfather, but selfish parents bring in step parents, and they pretend it's for the good of the family. No, it's for your own ego. You don't care about your own children. And the kids become angry, and this is what happens. Now, they all go out and kill, but this is what happens. Human nature is evil. Human beings are wicked and all about self. That's why they attack you if you don't do what they want you to do and say what they want you to say and be the way that they want you to be because they have this false image of themselves, and they have to create a false image of you so that you can fit in with their false image of themselves. Isn't that amazing? The imagination is not your friend. Anger is not your friend. It's not your friend. The neighbor said the girl didn't want to live with her mother. Kids want their fathers, but the children of the lie, of evil, make the children be with the mother. And the mother makes sure that the kids are with her so she can destroy them and destroy the father of the children if the father does not have any sense of self-control or what's going on around in him and around him. And you say anger is good. Jesus was angry. I hear it all the time. Jesus is angry, Jesus is angry. And the human beings have been convinced that Jesus had that evil anger that they have. Jesus did not have anger, folks. You can push over a table, knock over a table without being mad. You just don't know it because you're so angry and everything you do is in anger mode. And you think Jesus had the same thing you had because you have not overcome your evil nature. And you think that's reality. And everyone does it. Everyone has it. You say. For months, the teenager took to social media crying over the death of her mother and stepfather. Why is this?
So 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick was arrested on Tuesday. Today, 11 Alive Chase Howell looked through her social media, and here's what he found.
He doesn't know it, but a year from now, our family will be torn apart.
This post on TikTok may seem innocent and even may draw some sympathy, but the dark reality is it was created a little more than a week after 16-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick allegedly shot her mom and stepdad to death as they slept in bed. For months, she took to social media crying over the deaths of her mother, Kristen Brock, and stepdad, James Brock. This one captioned, "Please send prayers for healing." But at the end of it, Patrick writes, "I should prob delete later." But she didn't just take to social media for sympathy.
So Sarah reached out to me on Sunday, and we spoke on the phone, and we spoke via text, and she asked me to speak on her behalf.
That's Kelly Brown, a family friend of the Brocks. In this video, she claims that Patrick told her that she didn't hear anything out of the normal the night her mom and stepdad were shot to death.
But she did hear James's LVAD machine, which is his heart machine that kept his heart pumping.
In the comment section of the video, Patrick posts that she heard the alarm going off 10 to 20 minutes before she went to bed, but claims it was faint because of background noises.
So, Satan, you know what Satan told this guy? You know, if this is true, allegedly, right? Go on social media and cry. Go on social media so that people will feel sorry for you. Because people are emotional. They'll feel bad for you. And when she's crying, she's lying. Oh, they feel so bad. The young girl, oh, God, her dad and her parents are dead. Oh, Jesus. Let's set up a GoFundMe page for her. And she cried. And when she's crying, she's lying. Oh, amazing. Let me go to the UK and talk to Grant. Hey, Grant, you are on the air and happy White History Month.
Happy? Can you hear me, yeah?
No.
You can't hear me?
Uh-uh.
Why? You sound like you can hear me.
No, I can't hear you. Why do I sound like I can hear you?
Because you're responding.
I am? And by me responding, you think that I can hear you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm dating a girl, and it was the third or fourth time I was with her. Basically, like this girl, she's 21, and all she knows, she's never been with a man before. She's had sex with men, like how girls do. But she had never been in a relationship with a man before or anything like that. And she wanted to have sex, and I wasn't willing to do that. And I pretty much had been completely honest about, I don't want to, that's not what I'm here for. I want to just get to know you, this and that. And then on the next day after that, we hanged about and we started to get deeply talking to each other, and it was nice. And I'm a film director, and it was our wrap party. It was like the end of the film party thing, and we went to a bar, all of us, and she started to talk to another man, and we're not together. We're just dating, talking, but she started talking to another man, and then she saw me, and she came, and she was all upset and I've never been in a relationship before. We're not in a relationship, she said. We're not in a relationship, so I didn't know. I just, this is what I'm normally used to doing, and I was like, yeah, but if we ever did anything more to this, you can never do this. This is not it. You can never do this, whatever you've just done. I know obviously we're not together right now and we're just getting to know each other, but it seems like this could have became more, and you can never ever be like this. You have to follow me, basically, right? And she was like, yeah, I completely agree. And now she is viewing us and her as exclusive in a relationship when I've not really explicitly said that. And I just want to hear your opinion. I just want to hear your opinion.
How old is she?
She's 21.
And how old are you?
30.
Wow. Walk away.
Okay.
Just don't be angry. Walk away and keep your mind on seeking what's right. Don't think about anything but that. Only think of truth. Work on yourself, know thyself, and let the truth add to you what you should have. And the truth will give you perfect gifts, whatever it may be, and you'll be fine. But wish her well, and you go your way.
Yeah, I agree.
Just don't be angry, but don't want anything but what is right, because otherwise you're going to live in your imagination, and imagination is going to give you everything that's wrong, but we're trying to make it seem right. You got to stop listening to evil.
Yeah, because the last thing I'll say is I was thinking about what you said before, which is, and it's true, which is God will provide the right answer, the perfect thing.
Absolutely.
And it will just naturally work. And the fact that there was already this means that there's chaos and evil involved. So it's naturally not supposed to be.
100%. Absolutely. Because God is not going to give you a gift that you have to fight with. He's not going to give you a gift where it's already started. There will be no trouble in it. So it's not from God. She's lost based on what you've said. Don't be angry. She cannot see, but you just stay working on truth, working on self, and you'll be fine.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Happy White History Month.
Happy White History Month.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You're not supposed to have your mind on anything but truth, folks. And most people, 99.5% do not trust truth at all. Oh, amazing. Let me go to the UK and talk to Grant. Hey, Grant, you are on the air, and Happy White History Month.
Can you hear me, yeah?
No.
You can't hear me?
Uh-uh.
Why? You sound like you can hear me.
No, I can't hear you. Why do I sound like I can hear you?
Because you're responding.
I am? And by me responding, you think that I can hear you?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm dating a girl, and it was the third or fourth time I was with her. Basically, this girl, she's 21, and all she knows, she's never been with a man before. She's had sex with men, how girls do. but she had never been in a relationship with a man before or anything like that. And she wanted to have sex, and I wasn't willing to do that. And I pretty much had been completely honest about, I don't want to, that's not what I'm here for. I want to just get to know you, this and that. And then on the next day after that, we hanged about and we started to get deeply talking to each other, and it was nice. And I'm a film director, and it was our wrap party. It was like the end of the film party thing, and we went to a bar, all of us, and she started to talk to another man, and we're not together, we're just like dating, talking, but she started talking to another man, and then she saw me, and she came, and she was all upset, and I've never been in a relationship before. We're not in a relationship, she said. We're not in a relationship, so I didn't know, I just, this is what I'm normally used to doing, and I was like, yeah, but if we ever did anything more to this, you can never do this. This is not it. You can never do this, whatever you've just done. I know, obviously, we're not together right now, and we're just, getting to know each other. But it seems like this could have became more, and you can never, ever be like this. You have to follow me, basically, right? And she was like, yeah, I completely agree. And now she is viewing us and her as, exclusive in a relationship, when I've not really explicitly said that. And I just want to hear your opinion. I just want to hear your opinion.
How old is she?
She's 21.
And how old are you?
30.
Wow. Walk away.
Okay.
Just don't be angry. Walk away and keep your mind on seeking what's right. Don't think about anything but that. Only think of truth. Work on yourself, know thyself, and let the truth add to you what you should have. And the truth will give you perfect gifts, whether whatever it may be, and you'll be fine. But wish her well, and you go your way.
Yeah, I agree.
Just don't be angry, but don't want anything but what is right, because otherwise you're going to live in your imagination, and imagination is going to give you everything that's wrong, but we're trying to make it seem right. You got to stop listening to evil.
Yeah, because the last thing I'll say is I was thinking about what you've said before, which is, and it's true, which is God will provide the right answer, the perfect thing.
Absolutely.
And it will just naturally work. And the fact that there was already this means that there's chaos and evil involved. So it's naturally not supposed to be.
100%. Absolutely. Because God is not going to give you a gift that you have to fight with. He's not going to give you a gift where it's already started. There would be no trouble in it. So it's not from God. She's lost, based on what you've said. Don't be angry. She cannot see, but you just stay working on truth, working on self, and you'll be fine.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Happy White History Month.
Happy White History Month.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You're not supposed to have your mind on anything but truth, folks. And most people, 99.5% do not trust truth at all. We need to bring back the insane asylum. Let's make insane asylum great again. We need it back. Did you hear that? And I don't know the whole story yet, but that the Supreme Court agreed with Trump, and it's kind of breaking news. I don't know the whole story about getting rid of the Department of Education or whatever that is. What is it called, Hank? Department of Education? Something like that. Yeah, the Department of Education. So that's breaking news. What manner of man is this? The world obeys him. The great white hope, making America great again. So we need to make insane asylum great again. What's this from Fox News? Prosecutor in Colorado plan to drop charges against a registered sex offender accused of trying to kidnap a child from an elementary school because he was found incompetent to stand for trial. Watch this from News 9.
It's not the first time that Solomon Galligan's been arrested.
His family says, Rhea, that he's been in and out of jail now for 12 years.
Right, and somehow he manages to get back out on the street each time. I spoke with Galligan's older sister and niece who are frustrated with the system. Trouble for Solomon Galligan started when he was 16. His family says he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder.
He was known for acting out, making impulse decisions, running away.
When he turned 18, he ran away for good. Now, Sarah, Amanda, and the rest of his family constantly wonder where he is, except when he's in custody.
Every 6 months that we find him in the jail system, and we're happy he's there because then he's not out on the streets.
Galligan is a repeat offender, including assault, burglary, sex crimes, and now he's charged with kidnapping for trying to grab a child at recess. When Galligan has been arrested in the past, Sarah says a judge then deems him incompetent to stand trial, meaning he needs to be treated or institutionalized.
Once he goes to the courts and they say they don't have room for him, and
then he ends up back on the street.
Amazing. Evil, if this is true. Evil. Where's the love in that? Amazing, huh? The family says that this is a cycle created. His family said this is a cycle created by the system. 9 News again.
His family says it's a familiar cycle created by the system.
Our society and our, government and stuff have failed him and have failed the community that was affected just this last week.
It's just a process that she wants to be done, and I don't want it to result in him hurting someone so badly that there's no way to come back for that, or him getting himself hurt, so he can't come back from that either.
Galligan's family is advocating for funding and resources for institutions to help people like him and to keep them off the street for their own good and the communities.
The government don't want them in insane asylums. They want them on the streets so they can harass you, they can put fear in you, they can control you, so that the government can have control. They don't want you protected, and you vote for the same government over and over again. Amazing. Here's an image of the Arapahoe County District Attorney, Amy. I don't know her last name. James, what's her last name? Amy Patton, who made the decision to drop the charges. That's a female that did that. And you still want females in leadership roles. They can't run their home. How can they run a country or a courthouse? My country is not coming back. It is gone. And the evil one working through human beings are setting it up where it will never come back. They're changing the order of God, the truth, God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children, being guided by the man, though. And they're changing that order like nothing going north. You hardly see a man in a leadership role now. That's by design, folks. And you end up with females like Amy running the court system, and this is what you're going to get. It's not going to get better. It can't get better. They'll make sure it doesn't get better. If ever we needed you, Lord, we need you now. Let me go to Ardene out of Colorado. Ardene.
Good morning.
You are
Good
on
morning.
the air. Happy White History
Yeah,
Month.
hi. Happy July. Thank you.
Happy White History
you
Month,
know what?
Ardene.
Happy July. You have a great there's something I needed to ask you about.
When you say Happy July, are you saying that You don't celebrate White History Month?
I celebrate every month of the year.
How about White History?
I have no problem. I celebrate July. Yeah, it's a great month.
How about
I like
White
July.
History?
I like July. Next subject. I'd like to talk to you about. I'd like to talk to you
about July, or am I asking you about White History?
You're asking me about the month of July. The month of
I'm
July.
gonna ask you one more
Yeah, I
time.
love
If you don't respond, I'm gonna let you go. Am I asking you about White History Month, or am I asking you about July?
You're asking me about White History Month.
And so, do you celebrate White History Month?
I celebrate the 4th of July. I celebrate July. Yeah, I do like
I'm
it.
gonna
I
ask
like
you
July.
one more time. Do you celebrate White History Month?
That's a stick. Okay, yeah, I'm celebrating White History Month. You got it.
Right on. Now, Now go ahead.
Okay. Now, when you're talking about racial racism, basically in California, LA area. I grew up in LA area. I grew up in San Fernando Valley, born and raised. San Fernando Valley, moved to Simi Valley, part of white flight in Simi Valley in the 60s, early 60s. Basically, my previous husband grew up in Inglewood, California. His dad was in Inglewood Fire Department, so he was killed in fighting fire. But there was a big white flight coming from that whole area. Simi Valley was basically the place to go, and that was basically because of the VA loans that they were giving out to certain population, meaning white. Actually bought our house. It was cool. My parents bought their house in '63 for $13,000. VA loan, had no money down, moving in, taking care of it. That was, when we moved to Simi Valley, there was approximately, I think, 2 black families in Simi Valley. There was a lot of Hispanic people there because of the area at Ventura County. But Simi Valley was designed as a white flight, hence the reason why everybody complained with the Rodney King trials, because they moved the trials to Simi Valley, which they considered a white neighborhood, which it was. I grew up there. I graduated from it. I know that very well. There is a racial issue in California, a very big racial issue. My grandparents moved there in the 30s, right before the Depression. And they had a big issue with racism there. They were of German descent. He never got a job there. He actually worked from Hunsinger's Turkey for years.
And
he
your
worked for the
question,
studios
or comment is what?
My comment is there was racism in California, in the LA area.
How can that? First of all, you could have said, no, I don't celebrate white history. You don't have to say yes if you don't, by the way. But how can that be racism when there is no such thing?
There is. I saw it. I lived it.
But and what does racism look like?
Racism looks very ugly. It's hateful.
What does
it
look like?
For reasons. It looks like people hating and hurting other people. That's what it looks like.
And you're right about that part. It's hating. There's no love.
Mm-hmm.
Either you love or
that's
you
racism.
hate.
It's racism.
Either you love or you hate. Why do you call hate racism rather than calling it what it is?
Because it was picked because of a certain skin color. That's it. Over and done with.
That's not true.
That's
it was that way.
Yeah, it is.
It was that way because when you mention white flight, when white people fled those areas, was that racism?
Yes.
And why was it racism?
Because they wanted basically a white neighborhood. Simi Valley. All you have to do is look at Simi Valley.
And what's
That's
wrong with
white
that?
Racism.
What's wrong with that?
It did not do me any good growing up in a totally white neighborhood. Did not do me good at all.
What's wrong with white people having an all-white neighborhood? What's wrong with that?
Because you become very, how could you say? You become very distrustful of other people that look different than you. You basically could fall into listening to bad press about those people, which is not true. There's a lot of reasons why.
All that happened to you?
Yeah.
So what was wrong with you that you fell into all that?
I was 10 years old.
And your parents
Didn't have much.
Your parents didn't protect you?
My parents did what they thought was right. My mom, I was a single. I lived with my grandparents.
And so your grandparents didn't have sense enough to be an example for you?
They were racist.
Your grandparents were?
Yeah.
Meaning that they hated black people?
Yeah.
And so if they hated black people, why do you call that racism rather than hatred?
Because they picked black. No other reason, black.
And so why did you call that racism rather than hate?
Because it's hate disguised, or it's used as a vehicle that they use their hate is to pick another class of people.
But my point
and
is, why
pick
do
on
you
them and blame them for their problems.
Why do you call it racism rather than just it was hateful? It was hate.
Because they picked those people because they look different from them. That's why.
They may have chosen those people, but why not just call it hate?
Why can't you call it racism? Because it's done.
Because
that
it's
hate
not.
is,
There's no such thing as a made-up word. And what's wrong
that
with
word?
What's
that
wrong
word.
with what's wrong with the whites not wanting to be around with a group of people that destroys their own neighborhood? That wherever they go, they bring crime and all that. What's wrong with white people not wanting to be around that?
Because it makes for more hate and racism later on.
What's wrong with white people not wanting to be around people that bring crime in and don't take care of themselves and their community? What's wrong with white people?
Okay. First,
what's wrong with
two?
Ardene? What's wrong with white people not wanting to be around that?
They felt the need to move to Simi Valley. That's fine.
What?
But,
right. So is anything wrong with that?
They moved to their house. I can't condemn them, but I know.
Is anything wrong with that?
It depends on the person, basically. It depends on the reasons
with white people wanting to move out and live in their own neighborhood. When they
if they're doing it for hate, hold
on, Ardene. Let me take a quick break. Let me go quickly back to Ardene. Ardene, so we were talking about you saying that it's racist because the white people moved away from the blacks when they would come in and bring all the crime. Do you live in a black neighborhood now?
No. No. Actually, Colorado Springs is very diverse because we have so much military here.
And do you live in a black neighborhood?
Multiracial, yes.
Are there blacks?
Yes, there are, yes.
So you're not in a black neighborhood, you're in a mixed neighborhood.
Mixed neighborhood, yeah.
And do you wish you would have grown up with more blacks and crime?
Oh, it's crime in white neighborhood. Yeah.
No,
I have
that's
no
not what
problem
I
growing
asked.
up
Do
with
you
black people.
wish that you had grown up with more blacks and crime?
Yeah.
Oh, so why don't you move to a black neighborhood now then?
Well, I'm in a black neighborhood. White.
No.
Hispanic.
Talk about an all-black neighborhood. Why don't you move to a black neighborhood so you can get more crime?
Well, Colorado Springs they don't have a specific black neighborhood. It's diverse everywhere.
So why don't you move to another state or city where there are more blacks and crime? Nothing's holding you back. Why don't you move
I like
there?
Colorado Springs.
Why?
Because I love Colorado Springs.
But you also love
I like Colorado Springs.
You also love black crime, right?
I love being around diverse neighborhoods, yes.
So why don't you move to one?
I am in a diverse neighborhood.
No, why don't you move to a black neighborhood?
I want to be in a diverse neighborhood.
But
What's wrong with a diverse neighborhood?
I thought you wanted black crime. You want more black crime.
Oh, that's your words. I want to be around a diverse neighborhood. That's what I told you from the very beginning.
But you said you wish you grew up with more black crime, right?
I wish I grew up around more black people, yeah.
So
and have them more. I did have some in school, some friends, black friends.
And why do you wish you had grown up with more black people?
Because I would have a better understanding and a better love for them.
So you don't
And,
love the
yeah.
blacks? Do you love the blacks?
Yes, I do.
So
Yes,
how
I
much
do.
more love you want for them?
Anything can be improved. Love can always be improved.
So how can your love be improved for the blacks?
Getting to know them better.
And so why don't you get out there and know them?
I do.
And so is your love growing?
Yes.
And what is it about the blacks that you don't know?
I don't know, so how do I know? That's ridiculous. That's a really
What
redundant
is it
question.
about the blacks that you want to know?
That's a redundant question. It really is.
You said you want to know
I
more
don't know
about the
what
blacks. What is it about the blacks that you want to know?
How they brush their teeth. I don't know.
So you don't
I mean,
know
that's
what you want to...
Yeah, it will. When it happens, it happens. I mean, if I learn more, hey, better for me.
What
Better for
more
them.
can you learn than what you already know about the blacks?
You can always learn. You should be learning every day, in fact. You always need to learn
What
more.
is it about the blacks you can learn?
How great of people they are.
And what's great about them?
That's what I'm learning.
What have you learned that's great about the blacks?
They're honorable. They're
They're honorable?
loving. Yeah,
What
they're
does
loving.
honorable mean?
You don't know what honorable? You need to look that one up. I'm not going to tell you that one.
A black is slow.
You know,
What does
Well,
you
that's-
said the blacks are honorable? What's honorable about them?
honorable, respectful, honorable, good.
What's honorable
Great.
about them?
What isn't honorable about them?
No, what is honorable about the blacks?
They're good people. They do
In
good
what
things.
way are they good?
They open the door for you. They smile.
What?
They say hi. They greet you. They're great friends.
Amazing.
What isn't honorable
So
about
then
them?
if you already know that, why do you need some more black?
Because they're a human race, and I want to help and be around the human race.
So you
all
want
of the human race.
you want to help the blacks?
Help everybody.
You want to help the blacks?
I want to help everybody.
Do you want to help the blacks, you say?
I want to help everybody.
You're
I say.
talking about the blacks, though, and you wish you had some more black crime, and you wish you had been amongst the blacks. You want some more blacks.
How much do people pay you to do this job?
Do you want more? Let me ask you this, tell you this. Colorado Springs is 75% white, according to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You claim it doesn't do, you claim it didn't do good growing up among whites.
It would have done me better to grow up in a very diverse relationship, a diverse environment.
In
Yes,
what
that
way
would be doing me good.
because of time, in what way would it have done you better? How would you be,
Because
how
of
would you
time.
be different today had you grown up with the blacks?
I probably would have got into politics, ran for president, and won.
If you had grown up with the blacks?
Yes, to be more diverse and more loving to all the human race.
Amazing.
Because I do a hell of a lot better than idiot man in there.
Amazing.
You got it.
Thank you, Ardene.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye. Amazing. Y'all want to embrace the black culture? Well, welcome to the... maybe, what's that woman name that call?
Ardene?
Ardene can go to this area and get more black crime. Since she wish her folks had left her in the hood. So she can get more black crime. Ardene, you can go to this neighborhood and get all the black crime you want. This is from NBC. If you want to embrace the black culture, several people were hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries after shots fired at an alumni event at Tyner Academy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Watch this from NBC News.
Chattanooga police responded to a shots fired call around 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon at the Tyner Community Center. 4 people were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The shooting happened during an event hosted by Tyner Academy as part of their alumni weekend. Graduates from 29 classes attended and could be seen mingling in the tents. Witnesses say everyone was having a good time until they heard the gunshots.
And all of a sudden, just shots just started going everywhere. And little kids and babies and everything was on the ground. It was bad. It was real bad.
Jeffrey Herman says he knew exactly what was happening.
It was gunshots.
Herman says he and his friends walked away injury-free, but amid the panic and chaos, some people were injured while trying to run from the scene. Some took to social media to share what they experienced. One user posted, "Thank you, Lord, for shielding my daughters and granddaughter today as they had to run, duck, crawl, and trample, dodging bullets." Herman graduated in 1990, and the shooting was a shocking realization.
It makes me feel real bad, and it's sad that the little kids got to come up and see this type of stuff.
And I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Lord. My children were saved. Thank you. That's what Ardene want more. Ardene moved out to Chattanooga and get out of Colorado where 75% of the place is white. And get you some black crime. And stop hating your grandparents for trying to look out for you. I have never heard anything like that. I want some more black crime? You racist because you moved me out of the black neighborhood? How about taking me down to Chattanooga? 888-7753-773. What a mess. What's wrong with Ardene?
Spoiled. Doesn't appreciate what she grew up with. She said it didn't do me any good to grow up amongst all white people.
What did she want? She wanted black crime, she said.
Apparently.
And then she think that if she had grown up in a black neighborhood, she'd be in politics.
It's funny because the racist people actually know something that the anti-racist people don't.
And what's that?
That the blacks are a problem sometimes.
Is this man wrong? Or do you think he's right? Really, pay attention to this video. And I want to know. And I'll tell you when I come back from the video why I want to know. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on me? Is this man wrong? This is from 12 News. A man is being fined $100 a month by his homeowners association. No, that's not the one I want to start out with. This is the one I want to go with next. I'm sorry, my bad. 15-4. I want to know, and I'm going to tell you why I want to know when I come back from this soundbite. I want to know if you think, and I really want to hear from you about it, if you don't mind. Do you think this guy is wrong? Here's a video of a man refusing to serve Muslim customers. This is from X. Watch this.
I'm Muslim.
You don't do Muslims?
No.
Why you don't do Muslims?
Because of your attitude. You suck.
We suck?
You do.
I do.
Because you come to this country and don't behave yourself. You get the hell out of here now!
How do you?
Or I'll call the police.
You don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't
Well,
touch
then
me.
get out of here.
Don't touch me. Don't touch
Get.
me. Don't touch me.
Get.
So you're saying you're not doing Muslims?
No.
This is Trump America. You see that? This guy is kicking us out because.
You need to behave yourself in this.
How do you know if I behave?
You don't.
How do you know?
Get the hell out of here now.
You sick. You sick.
Get.
You sick.
Get.
Sick. This is Trump America. You know what he said? I don't do you kind of people because why? Because you are a Muslim.
How's it Trump America? She blaming Trump. What a heifer. Do you think this guy is wrong or right? What do you think, hey, Anchor Baby?
I personally don't think he was wrong here because, look, even though I think you should be allowed to freely associate and have your own business how you want, you don't. There's a proper way to, I guess, act, right? The proper way to escalate. But she started it, in my opinion. She has her phone out. She's filming him.
Yeah, she got a phone out already.
The clip from where the clip starts. Yeah, and even if it wasn't being, even if it was being rude or whatever, I think there's something wrong with how we've lost freedom of association. I keep hearing about this. I've heard this about America over the years, and I think it means to be able to associate and do business with whom you like.
And what does she mean? It's Trump America. This Trump America. And what made her think of that right away?
You asking?
I am. Did you see it? Hey, I'm sorry, Anchor Baby. Why was she saying this is Trump America? What does Trump have to do with that store owner? Anchor Baby.
I thought you were asking, hey, sorry. It's one of those things, you know, you don't like Trump. You want to blame him for racism. They say that she's basically what she's saying.
Baby
is,
look Jewish with his hair like that.
Got the curls.
Sort of.
Coming out this way.
You look Jewish.
Or Roman.
So now I can expect you to walk up and down Pico on Saturday.
I'm gonna
Pushing
see
your
if
baby in a stroller.
I had some of them like say hi to me and stuff, and I think they think I'm Jewish.
They think you one of them.
Yeah, they're like bowing to me. I'm like, hey, yeah, just call me David.
I know.
But
anyway.
I think they just look. It's what was I trying to say? Look, it's what that woman was trying to say is that
why she said
that
Trump
racists
America.
are emboldened in America thanks to Trump being president. That's kind of what she's alluding to.
She need to go back to wherever she came from with that Muslim mess. Hey, did you see the video?
I did.
And was that guy wrong for telling her to get the hell out of here?
No, he wasn't wrong telling her.
And why not?
You have the right to refuse service to anyone for any reason in your business.
Man, that's deep.
Mm-hmm.
And what does she mean? Look at this is Trump America. What does she mean by that?
It means she.
And why would she be thinking that at that moment?
Because she's pushing for social media stardom. She hates Trump and white people, and she thinks racism is real. Racism against Muslims, the Muslim race. So she has. Apparently, she obviously, as Nick pointed out, she's recording. She obviously has a conflict with this guy. And
but why is she recording it?
Because she wants to put it out on the internet and
I rest my case.
Smear white people.
I rest my case.
For a thrill.
All for the thrill of it.
When you pull out your phone,
Trump.
that's
Trump ain't got nothing to do with that white man doing.
That's a sign. If you pull out your phone, that's a sign you don't want the guy's business. I mean, you don't want to do business with that guy. You're there to cause trouble.
And here's another one I want you guys to respond to from 12 News. A man is being fined $100 a month for his HOA. By his HOA. For giving out free water. Why is this?
For the past 5 years,
you want water or ice?
David Martin has had this in his driveway. A cooler filled with chilled water bottles, giving them out to anyone who needs them.
It's really for the drivers, it's for the families, it's for the kids. It's to do something positive in a world that needs it.
A simple gesture, getting him fined $100 a month from his HOA. According to the HOA's management group, advertising free water out in the open goes against the community's rules and regulations.
I stand firm on the fact that I'm not paying the fines, the cooler's not going anywhere.
With many neighbors on his side.
I thought that was kind of ridiculous.
Now he's fighting back. On Thursday, a vote was held to remove 3 board members. During the meeting, the 2 board members whose seats are not on the line said they received a total of 210 ballots from homeowners, with the majority in support of the removal, announcing that starting Friday morning, those 3 board members are gone.
Amazing. What's wrong with the man giving out water, Hake?
It looks tacky. It depends on what kind of riffraff he's attracting, too.
It's like eating oatmeal.
Where was this again? What state or city or town?
It doesn't say
Okay.
what town.
12 News.
HOA is Homeowner Association, by the way.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say what town.
12 News. It's a local from Arizona. It's hot in Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to live in a homeowner association plan, he got to follow the rules.
Right. But apparently the people are revolting and throwing out some of the HOA people. How much were they trying to fine him? $100,000?
$100.
Oh.
$100 a month.
That's not so bad.
We'll buy the water and then give it away free, and then $100 a
Then you
month
gotta
for
pay.
fine. It's a thrill. What do you say, Anchor Baby?
Did he say he was doing that for 5 years? I was just wondering about
I
that
don't remember
detail,
him.
but
I
I just don't
forgot.
have enough info. Look, did this HOA just come in now since he's been doing for 5 years? I don't know. I like rules a little bit.
My question
I can't
is,
really say.
My question is about it. It's in a plastic bottle. First mistake. The water is. And it doesn't have electrolytes.
Now you're a water snob. It should be glass.
It doesn't have electrolyte and it's in a plastic bottle. That's my issue. It's rare that you meet a man like Scottie. I don't know his last name, but it's rare that you meet a man like that. Here is from Sky Sports Golf. It's very rare, and they are out there. Not many, but they're around. You meet someone who is good at their game, physical game, sports or whatever it might be, but they can tell you, honestly tell you, what's the purpose? So I get a moment's thrill, and then something is still missing. Scottie Scheffler insists, and this guy explained it so well. We played this yesterday, but since it's Bible Thumping Thursday, and some people might have missed it, I wanted to play it again because rarely do you hear quote-unquote professionals being honest about the lack of fulfillment. In spite of getting all the trophy, they'll get on stage and say, yeah, this is so beautiful. I'm so happy. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm the man of the woman. I'm the woman. I won. And you don't know that they go home and cry because you think the trophy and the applause that really made them. And then you work hard to get the same thing. And then you end up in the same ditch. Scottie Scheffler insists he could not care less about being favored for the opening this week. But Restless Daily, with his constant desire to enjoy more success. Watch this from Sky Sport. I really want to encourage you to pay attention to this. And maybe this will encourage you to get to know yourself. Watch this.
I'm not here to inspire somebody else to be the best player in the world because what's the point? You know, this is not a fulfilling life. It's fulfilling from the sense of accomplishment, but it's not fulfilling from a sense of like the deepest, places of your heart. There's a lot of people that make it to what they thought was going to fulfill them in life, and then you get there and all of a sudden you get to number one in the world and then they're like, what's the point? And, I really do believe that because, what is the point? You're like, why do I want to win this tournament so bad? That's something that I wrestle with on a daily basis. It's like showing up at the Masters every year. It's like, why do I want to win this golf tournament so badly? Why do I want to win the Open Championship so badly? I don't know. Because if I win, it's going to be awesome for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to get to the next week and it's going to be like, hey, you won 2 majors this year. How important is it for you to win the FedEx Cup playoffs? And it's just like, we're back here again, So we really do. We work so hard for such little moments. And You know, I'm kind of a sicko. I love putting in the work. I love being able to practice. I love getting out to live out my dreams. But at the end of the day, sometimes I just don't understand the point.
That is so deep and so true of every human being, male or female, never mind the color. It's happening to every human being. Most don't know it, though. Only the seeking to know thyself would know this. But that's true. And for him, you know, to be in the public eye like that and to recognize that and then say it out loud is mind-blowing. Right on, Scottie. Here's where he talks about putting family over golf.
You know, that's why I talk about families being my priority, because it really is. You know, I'm blessed to be able to come out here and play golf, but if my golf ever started affecting my home life or it ever affected the relationship I have with my wife or with my son, you know, that's going to be the last day that I play out here for a living. You know, this is not the be-all, end-all. This is not the most important thing in my life, and that's why I wrestle with, why is this so important to me? Because, you know, I would much rather be a great father than I would be a great golfer. You know, that at the end of the day, that's what's more important to me.
Amazing. Why is it so important to you to have friends, and a bunch of them, or even one? Why is it so important to you to stay in a relationship, marriage, dating, whatever it might be, friendship, when you're fighting? Why is that friendship, whether it's marriage, dating, or friendship, or whatever, why is it so important to you that you're fighting for it? And why don't you know if you got to fight for it, then something is wrong with you? Know thyself. The beginning of freedom is truly knowing thyself. And most people don't pay attention like Scottie. Why is it so important to you that you got to have 3 degrees? And then you have to let everybody know you have it. Why? Why is it so important that you need love? Oh, looking for love. Why is it so important that you ever have to fight with anyone about anything? Why can't you just lay your weapon down? Why do you have to fight back? Why? Here's where Scottie talk about ignoring win counts and stand present. Watch this.
It doesn't really change year by year. You know, I don't look at wins and losses or stuff like that. I don't sit down at the beginning of the year and say I want to win X number of times. I want to win this many majors. I want to win this many tour events. That's not something that I do. That's not something that works for me. You know, I have some dreams and aspirations that I'm always striving towards, but at the end of the day, I try to stay present. I try to practice hard each and every day. And I feel like for me, when I start looking too far into the future, I think I'm a bit of a procrastinator. That's how I always was in school. And so if I wanted to look at my career and say, I want to win, let's say 5 majors, you know, I think sometimes when you're a human, you just have that invincibility where you're like, I'm just going to play professional golf my whole life. Like, this stage is never going to end. But you know, ultimately it's not, and I'm only going to be doing this for a finite amount of time. And so what works best for me is just to stay present, continue to put in the work, which I would argue is probably the most fun part for me. I love being able to practice, and that's what I enjoy doing, and you know, just trying to get the most out of myself each day.
Amazing. Scottie must be doing the silent prayer. He must be doing the silent prayer. Most people don't practice staying present. When I counsel with people, I do truckloads of counseling by phone, Skype, or walk-in, family and individuals around the world. You can go to rebuildingtheman.com and make an appointment if you like it, or call 800-411-BOND. And when the people are crying and they're suffering, I listen, I pay attention, and then I ask, are you doing the silent prayer every day or night? And they pause. And the pause answered the question right away. Why don't you believe? Why don't you know by now? Your little hooping and hollering praying to God is not working. Lord, please save me. Have mercy on me. Oh, I want this and I want that. And oh, Lord, I love Jesus and whatever. Why have you noticed that doesn't work? What is it that prevents you from practice being present right here, right now, all the time? What is it that prevents you from knowing, living in your head, in the imagination, thinking about the past or the future is never going to bring you peace? Oh, you don't believe it possible to have perfect peace on earth. I hear it all the time. I ask people, are you angry? At first, well, I don't have any anger. Do you get angry? Oh, I don't have it. Do you get it? Yeah, everybody does, they say. Everyone says the same thing. Everybody get angry. And they said, no one has perfect peace. And I often wonder, are you like asking everybody, do they have perfect peace? What made you think because no one has it, you cannot have it? Or because everyone is angry, you have to be angry, or you cannot overcome anger. Why do you think that way? Why do you compare yourself to others? Why do you try to be like others? Why do you think about what others are thinking about you? Why do you worry? Why are you stressed? That's not normal. That means something's wrong with you. When you're hurting, there's something wrong with you. That's not normal. Human beings were not created to hurt. If you're hurting, there's something wrong with you. You're not present with truth. If you're lonely, if you're stressed, if you're fighting in your relationships, if you're whatever, there's something wrong with you. That's not normal. That is a lack of presence. That is a lack of putting first thing first. And the one thing I want to tell you and remind those that I've already told it to, the truth is not and will not, ain't not going to compromise for you at all. It's not going to compromise for you. It's not going to feel sad for you. It's not going to feel sorry for you like human beings do in their fallen state. I feel so bad for you. I feel so sad for you. You're stupid when you feel that way. You got problems. What are you doing feeling sad for someone? Who are you that you feel bad or sad for someone else or even yourself? Why don't you know that's stupid? That's dumb, that you're not present. And in some cases, you claim to be a Christian. Or you claim to be a Jew. Or Seventh-day Adventist. Or Jehovah's Witness. Or Catholic. Oh, God, Catholic got it bad. Or Mormon. You claim to be all those things, and you still feel sad for people. I feel so bad for you. I feel sad for you. I feel bad for myself. But why don't you have peace? Why don't you stay present like Scottie? Practice staying present where none of those things exist. You can have perfect peace, but you got to stay with peace. You can't be going off into the darkness of your imagination where nothing dwells there but evil and darkness and wickedness in high places. How are you going to have peace thinking about the past or the future Think about that. You are thinking about the past. Where's the peace in that? And why are you thinking about the past? It doesn't even exist. And no wonder you're miserable. All in the name of Jesus. And you accept Jesus and you call Jesus God. And you say you have a free will, but you're so stupid you can't even will yourself out of your own misery. Think about that. You have this power of free will, you say. Okay, so why don't you will yourself to have perfect peace? You say you have a free will. Free will, I think, and I'm black and I'm slow, mean that you can will yourself to have perfect peace. You can will yourself to have a clear mind. You can will yourself to have that perfect husband or perfect wife or perfect friends or perfect job. You can will yourself to stop thinking. Why don't you do it if you believe you have a free will? You can be an illegal alien and then be accused because you know ICE is coming. And you can accuse ICE of kidnapping your mama. And then you hold a press conference saying, where's my mama? ICE kidnapped my mama. And we need a GoFundMe page. And then you find out allegedly later mama set it all up. And mama up in Bakersfield at the mall. But you, your kids, your family, your friends are holding up a sign, I can't find my mama. No, senor, no. Did you steal the food from the refrigerator while cleaning my place? No, senor, no, we don't steal. No, we don't steal, senor. I said, so why your backpack so full of stuff? It wasn't like that when you came in. But allegedly, right? You know how some of you are aware that ICE baby is cleaning up America for the first time in a long time, many years ago. And they are going around and they are collecting illegal aliens, people who have entered the country illegally, men and women and children. And they're taking them back. And then I noticed that whenever these illegal aliens are caught, they go hold a press conference. My mama was caught. The illegal alien, the ICE took my mama. And everybody cry and act like they care. And they hold a press conference. If you really were concerned that your mama and daddy were taken back to your country, why didn't you have a press conference? Think about that. What's that about? Well, according to this story from KTLA 5, some of these illegal aliens, and I'm not surprised, trying to profit off of this, according to the stories. They're trying to make money off this. They ain't scared of going back home. KTLA 5 is reporting the U.S. Department of Justice announced charges against a 41-year-old undocumented mother from South Central L.A., accusing her of orchestrating a fake kidnapping. Fake! Which is worth to be a fake legal citizen or a fake kidnapping. Watch this from KTLA 5.
The Department of Homeland Security says Julie Calderon made this whole story up, that it was a hoax, that she blamed federal agents while stoking fear in the community. Free Julie now! Back on June 30th, family and friends of Julie Calderon claimed she was kidnapped in this Jack-in-the-Box parking lot off Alameda in South LA by federal agents or people working with them.
Ununiformed men in unmarked cars kidnapped Julie.
But the U.S. Attorney's Office says that was a lie. In its criminal complaint, they say these are photos of Calderon, a citizen of Mexico, on June 25th, parking her Toyota in the fast food parking lot, getting out and then walking across the street to get into another vehicle at this gas station and later driving away. Days went by and the family set up a GoFundMe to help find her, and they also filed a missing persons case with LAPD.
She was taken straight from here to the border and pressured to sign self-deportation paperwork.
Is this the land of the free? Help my mom. Help my mama. Senor, do you steal? No. No, no, no. I don't steal, senor. Senor, no. Did you take the detergent from the wash and dry area when you finished cleaning the laundry today at my place? No, senor. Senor, no, not me, senor. Senor, no, no, no steal, senor. Senor, no, no steal. Why your bag is full of detergent? And where my detergent? I don't know, senor. Senor, I don't know no steal. And so this GoFundMe page said their mama suffered from chronic asthma. I bet she does. They had they holding signs talking about where my mama. Oh, we love my mama. She's my favorite girl. Oh, we love my mama. She brought me in this world. What a mess, huh? According to the story, they were lying, and they had a press. She was taken all the way down to the border against her will, they say. Federal investigators say she was never in federal custody. Watch this.
Federal investigators say Calderon was never in federal custody. And on July 4th, they located her with this woman at a parking lot in Bakersfield. Investigators say she stuck to her story. She'd been kidnapped. And these are photos investigators say Calderon created to make it appear as if she was in custody and being mistreated. But the U.S. Attorney's Office says she orchestrated the phony kidnapping to generate public sympathy and solicit donations.
Wow. It's all about the money. Show me the money. What a mess, huh? If this is true. Allegedly. What a mess. And here's she up there in the parking lot of Bakersfield looking just as fat and sassy. Fat as a pig. Here's a man who, according to the story, tried to profit from your weakness and his fake racism host. Watch this from ABC 13. A man who alleged a hate crime at his property, his own property, according to the story, in 2023 has been detained by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Listen, this is hell on earth inside of human beings. Watch this.
We're back with an unexpected twist to a story about an alleged hate crime we first covered 2 years ago.
When I first sat down in Mario Roberson's Cypress living room in June 2023, he claimed the truth was coming out.
I think the Lord brings to light when evil was out there, it shined.
Just 2 hours earlier, 2 people had been killed in an explosion at Roberson's Huntsville rental home. An incident he repeatedly implied was linked to alleged racism in the neighborhood's HOA.
Racism, power, hungriness, money has gotten us to this place.
Weeks before the fire, Roberson contacted ABC 13, claiming the HOA was behind racist graffiti on his home. But in a newly unsealed federal indictment, authorities claim Roberson orchestrated both the graffiti and arson, hiring a family member who hired 2 others to help start the fire, all part of a purported attempt to collect insurance money.
Oh, racism. And the Lord gonna have it all come out. The Lord knows. Racism is ugly racism. Oh, Jesus. Help me, Lord. Racism everywhere. And according to this story, this man hired some other family member to help him. And now some of them are dead. They got killed in the fire, according to this report. Authorities believe that the arson attempt was botched, leading to the death of 2 other people, of 2 People, watch this.
Law enforcement believes the arson attempt was bungled, killing 2 of the 3 men, including Roberson's relative. This body camera video shows authorities confronting the sole survivor who had just run from the building on fire.
This dude, he told me, bring him out here to Huntsville. All right. He said somebody supposed to do a numbers job.
And a numbers job, according to law enforcement, is commonly used to describe insurance fraud. Now, 13 investigates found that Roberson owed more than $26,000 in back taxes on that property. The county put it up for sale just 2 days after he first contacted our team.
I ain't gonna lose my house. Let's get some insurance money all day. But let's use racism to get it done. Because the white folk are going to run scared, and the black people are going to believe, yeah, you know racism exists. Yeah, these white folk, these white folk trying to stop us. They racist. According to this report, this guy found 2 or 3 other family members to help him do this. And 2 of them were killed in the fire that they started. How come he didn't tell me, y'all better get out of the house? I'm about to set this house on fire. If it's true. Allegedly. I'm about to set this house on fire. Y'all better get out of here. I'm going to collect some insurance. Show me the money. While the Mexican illegal alien allegedly up there trying to get go before money from ICE, so-called raid. The black man gonna use racism. According to the story, you get some insurance money because he about to lose his building. What a mess! Don't tell me human nature is not evil. Look around you, start with self, and look at somebody else. You're looking at evil. That person you're looking at right now will stab you in the back so fast it makes your head swim. That person you're looking at right now, if you're still married, look over at your wife or look over at your husband. They can snap because everybody been told anger is good and kill you. And then wonder what happened. Why did I do that? I lost my mind. Because that's what evil does. Something has made a home in you, and it causes you to think and feel and act in ways that blows your mind, and you think it's you. Because you won't even look at yourself to see it's not you, so that you can overcome. You say, oh, my emotions. You don't cater to my emotions. Where's the love? You don't love me. You don't cater to my emotions. You don't care. You're not emotional. Meaning that you don't cater to my hell. I need to cater to my hell, and I need you to cater to it too. Or you don't love me. And then you're so crazy you try to cater to hell, someone's emotion. How crazy can you be? Never cater to a person's emotion. They'll try to control you. 888-7753-773. Quick break. So Anchor Baby and I was talking during the break about the fire situation with the alleged these people trying to collect money for the insurance thing. We both were wondering how come they didn't tell the person to get out of the house in time. You know what? Y'all better get out of this house. I'm going to set this fire at 11:01. So at 11, y'all better be out of this house. Because fires start fast. And they were supposed to be allegedly all in on it. It wasn't like they didn't know, according to the story, about there was going to be a fire. We got to collect this insurance. I know they're black, but are you that black and slow? You can't even do a or arson fire, you get killed, you get burned up. Y'all better get out of here. This fire going to start. Y'all know this is part of the plan. If this is true, right? Allegedly. And they get burned up in the fire. How does that happen? And then this missing lady going to act like ICE got her. She done made her own pictures like she in prison. According to the story. Allegedly. And now she want to go find me. And they holding a press conference saying, where's Mama? Mama over there at Bakerfield. The devil, can't you hear the devil telling them to do that? And the devil told them that it's going to work. The devil like, go and get Cousin Leroy and Cousin Joe, and y'all go and set a fire. And then JoJo going to get the insurance money, going to give y'all a little bit. And y'all go do this now. Like, oh, okay, devil, that makes sense. That makes sense, devil. And they go and do it, and then 2 of them get killed. They didn't have a fire alarm system at that place. Normally, black people have fire alarm system in their home, and then when they come on the radio show, you can hear it going off. The whole time they're trying to have a conversation. No batteries. They probably had no batteries. Well, but anyway, allegedly,